they can hear me. Oh.
Alright, I think it's unfair that they can only hear you, so let's try this. Good evening, and good day, and good morning for some. Welcome to the weekly annual art stream, where we attempt to, ditch our careers and become famous artists. Oh, and first of all, King, thank you so much for subscribing here. You've done so much. Thank you so much. Now we can use the cute emojis. Thank you. And let's see. Loaf is here, and King, as I mentioned, Val. Xmas is here too. Yorkshireman. Welcome to the stream. And, oh no. Fuva Fuva. Conquest, good evening. We also have a special guest here in the studio. Oh, right behind me. Wait, hold on. Let me fix the depth of field. That's better, right? Well, the last time we painted, when he was here too, I started painting him. Then in front of the guest, yes. Yeah, we have a guest tonight. As you can see perfectly here, you can just see the top of his head. As you might see, we are tonight using a different camera than we usually do. And that's because I decided last time to try the new VR chat camera, and the VR chat developers are working really hard. So I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I'm just going to say I prefer my special camera, and that's all. My special camera is the VR lens, and it has certain features that I think would be nice tonight. For example, when I move here, the camera follows me, and you can see that, it automatically tracks in on my head, and on the painting. It'll be fine. The only thing is I haven't really streamed with this camera before, so if it messes up, let me know, okay? Let me know in the chat. As you just saw, we just had technical problems with the, what do you call it? The depth of field. Let me just see something here before we get started. I think we shouldn't spend too much time just goofing around, because we have a very, very tight program today. Let me see here. All right. Okay, nice. Camera bot, yes. Oh my god, Pooba, did I drop something? Do you want me to bend down and pick it up? Not gonna happen. The camera bot. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. So, I hope you're all ready to relax a bit. Upload is going to be able to stay for the full stream today, since you're not working. That's nice. The stream today will be a little bit shorter. I think 5 hours was too much, but I just got caught up in the moment. Tonight we'll stream for a few hours. You want to see what the camera does for science? Well, I mean, I can go over here and pick up this brush, because we will need it. Well, actually, we're gonna need this brush too. Ouch. And I'm gonna need to step away from my table. We're gonna need these, and all of this stuff over here. And like so. And we're gonna need, well, this, oh, thanks, Booney. The secondary brushes. The big ones. We need to figure out who we're gonna paint today. The thing is, I want to paint someone that, submitted their things. Hey Val, it's fine. What you can see is I actually got my drink today, so I'm just gonna quickly have a drink, and then we can get started. The camera works nicely. Thank you, Scrubload. I just need to find out. It's here. It's not over here. Over here. It's right here. We can move it. So, if we want like a different angle, we have some little tricks up our sleeve now. So, if I go here, if you want a different angle on the painting, we can do this. Or maybe the other side. It's I like it. It's very cool. So now I need to talk here. This is like being like a video show host. If it starts covering up the canvas with my silly face, then just let me know, okay? Then we can put it to a more static view, and I can put it right where we want it. Camera works nicely. Chill with cat. You know what I'm seeing, depending on the chat I look at, I see either just like the text version of the emoji or the actual emoji. I'm gonna use this chat so I can see the emoji. But first, I'm gonna get that drink. And I think last time a lot of people had a lot of fun with drinking ASMR, so I hope, just for entertainment value, that I can drink properly this time and it doesn't happen again. See, that's much better. By the way, let me know if the music is too loud. When I listened to the replay last time, it was, I think it was too low. So this time I turned it up about 5 dB. Let me see. Before we get started with anything, we need a test subject. And tonight it won't be Spoony, because we painted Spoony last time, right? So, let me see. If I open my overlay, you can't see it yet, but I'm gonna open up for you. I don't think Egg is here yet, so I want to wait with his drawing. Instead, what I think we should do is, let's see, Fu was here. We could do him. Ikorosha isn't here. Actually, Val, can I get you to post a link to the stream in the server? Like, just post a link to it and like ping in the general chat. Then I can set it up later so you can post in the mod section or like the announcement section. But until then, we are gonna paint Fuwa. Fuwa. Oh, what a pretty little... Wait, why is that so big? Okay, hold on. Fuwa, why are you so big? Oh, wrong one. Imagine preparing for your stream so you're ready. That's the thing I know some people do. Not me. I want you to see behind the scenes here exactly what's going on. We can just stream this enormous picture of Fuwa. I don't know if I can't answer this here. It's not after 22. Listen. It's completely fine. Here we go. Okay, keep in mind that I'm doing all of this inside VR chat, right? I don't have my keyboard, I don't have anything. We'll paint Fuba first and then we'll go on after. So let's get started. Now again, let me know if I'm standing in front of the thing, like the canvas. First we need to find a place to stand. I think here is good. Now then I need my picture, because one thing is that you can see it on the stream. The other thing is I need it as a reference. So let's see. Fuba. Where are you? Fuba, oh Fuba, wherefore art thou, Fuba? Also, if you don't know, Fuba goes by the name of Lewd Angel in the Discord server, because he's very, very edgy. Fantastical is... No, Scrublord, I'm not gonna do anything fantastical. Tonight is gonna be super chill. All the masterpieces were pulled out yesterday. Oh, last week, I mean. Okay, so let's see. What we want to do, if we look at Fuba, his most, extravagant feature, what you see first is probably his arrogance, and, his ears. Right, Fuba has this distinct red outline. He uses black a lot, and then he's very white. So I think, if you can hear something creaking, it's because my floor right here is super squeaky. So, let's start with some colors. We are gonna take the palette and put it over here, because then I can match exactly what I see. And I like the background because it has this warm tone to it. So, we're just gonna paint like a abstract background like we just did the last times. We're gonna paint very slowly to get like a full stroke. And I think the trick here is like if you put it on the side, you can paint like more full strokes. So like this. This is absolutely perfect. This is not a really pretty color though. I'll spice it up a little bit, I think. So let's just do this. We just want something else than the canvas. And last time, after we did the stream, Spoonie here behind me showed me a trick. Because it appears that these canvases actually have 2 layers you can paint on. Let me see here. Press X to doubt. Fuba is very wholesome. He's just pretending to be like very edgy. Let's get some red in here as well. We just give it a little bit of this 80s look. Fuba is really 80s. It's like if you ever seen that pattern from the 80s with the strokes, we used the same pattern last time. So here we go. This is perfect. Fuba is a master of Gapmo. You know what? I'm not exactly sure what that means. And I'm definitely not gonna look it up. So keep it wholesome. Now we are gonna put the brush away. Now we're gonna start on the actual character, and when you look at Fuba, he's for you guys he's here, right? Yes. You see he was very happy. He's like stood on one leg. I think we'll copy him exactly. Gapmo is wholesome. You know what? I'm not gonna comment on it. It sounds like Gapmo is a genre that is full of gaps. I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up. especially not right now. Right now we need to draw this masterpiece, and to draw that we need a very distinct red. So I'm gonna take the palette and make it a little bit like this. And we're gonna start with the outline like last time. So Capmo is when a character's contradictory characteristics make them likable. I think the first parts are true, but likable, huh? Let me just do something here. We can make the camera look a little bit further down, like this, so it doesn't track my face like that. Alright. Now, I'll start with the outline of Fuwa, and then we'll kind of get into the details. But if you look at the picture, you can see he has this red outline, and I think that's really cool. It's, you know, it's what we called a rim light. So depending on the, tracking the assets. We are tracking the assets. You're looking into my eyes, aren't you? Egg. Also, welcome to the chat, Egg. I have a surprise for you. Later. But first, let's get started. We have, we're gonna do this a little bit more quickly today because I'm not gonna be able to stand for 5 hours again, but we'll just kind of get the basic shape down. I think it's always good to start with the basics, right? And you know, Fuwa, he's like a caveman, so I think starting with like this caveman pose is pretty good. You have that, and then you kind of like have the skirt that comes down into a sort of jacket, which is really cool. Fuwa has a really cool outfit on this in this picture. It comes out like this, and then he sort of, you know, his leg, onga bunga, yeah. His leg comes down here, and I have a feeling that, you know, we might, the other leg is too small. It does come down to the knee, so we're probably gonna like just extend it a bit. Down here, we can always delete from it, like that, and then it goes into the foot down here. Cave cutie. I mean, I don't know. So I just want to like put in his body here, and we kind of go up. Fuwa's character. So the paintings I drew last time were much more easy. I picked the easy ones first. This is much more difficult. What you can trace is like Fuwa's left leg. Everything but not cute. Fuwa's left leg goes up here and kind of continues directly up into like his body and the center of his face, right? So like that. And we kind of just measure out. The wings don't need an outline, so we will take this. The shape is sort of the shape of the dress, right? That comes out here. And then the arm kind of just has a little bit of a gap. So we'll just put it here. Like that. So the problem with this picture, well, it's not a problem. But the challenge with this picture is that he's very much looking with a lot of pieces in front of each other. And I don't know how to draw that. What I can already see is that, yeah, this comes down here, and then this cute dress comes down here, like this. I think this outline is decent. We also have something going on here. I'll refer to you as a good clothes maker. The outfit is really cool. Yes, I fully agree. So we also have the face, right? And the face is this. You actually have a very long face, Fuwa. Did anyone ever tell you that you have a long face? You know, they come up to you and they see you and they're like, why the long face? We won't get the entire face in the picture. That's just how it is. And that's because I suck at proportions. Like that. We have some hair that comes down. It's fine. We'll just get like... Oh, if my hand doesn't fly around. You know what? This is fine for now. I think my merino would be harder to draw. You know what? So... I'm glad you posted this one. Because I am... Despite popular belief, I'm really not good at drawing. Yeah, I'll miss the ears. But you know what? I can paint the ears down here. Now, we are going to start with just painting in your thigh highs. And we really need to be careful here. I think I might need to relocate myself in real life. A little bit like this. Oh, not on the squeaky floor though. But I need really, really good tracking for this. So, because you have this rim outline, like rim light, we really need to not draw to the edges because we need to save that. This is good enough. It kind of goes down here and it goes down in the foot. And I'm gonna delete some of the stuff I made because it's not, like the foot is not that big. So we'll just paint it in like that and then we'll grab, oh, Spoon is T-posing behind me. The horror. We'll grab this pen. See, this camera is much nicer, right? You can see what's going on, I can move around, you can follow me. Devil's daughter would be proud of me. Gotta stack another canvas on top. They call me the canvas snacker. Now, I kinda screwed up here. And you know why? I forgot to use the feature I talked about. With double, with using layers. So instead we'll have to just do this. Because Fuma's feet has a nice rounded edge. Oh, is it a rounded edge? And then it kind of comes up like this. That's still a bit better. Then we delete some of the... this here. That's better, right? King Try is... or King, I'm sorry. Welcome back, I'm Scrublord. You have entered the worst art lesson I've done so far. This is really, really difficult. Buva has chosen his full avatar, and it is simply just really difficult. And King submitted something even worse. But maybe we'll get to that, we'll see. If we won't, I will definitely do more streams like this, so if I don't paint you tonight, I'll paint you next time, I promise. Let's see. So right now we're trying to, as I mentioned earlier, we painted the outline because we uses what's called a rim light. And rim lights are really cool. Rim lights work in the way that... Why is my tracking so bad down here? Hold on, there's something going on. Maybe if I stand like this, I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's try this instead. That's a bit better. Okay, so rim lights, they work. It's like a mathematical light. You won't really be able to use it in real life. You do use rim lights in real life, so... Thanks, Floor. When you use... let me just fix this, look up. When you do photography, you usually want to use, at least for portraits, a lighting setup that's called 3-point lighting. And in 3-point lighting, you have a main light, a secondary light, and then behind you, pointing towards the camera, you have a rim light. Use that in 3D as well. The rim light, the main light kind of highlights your character, but if you only have one light, you get shadows on the other side, so the secondary light kind of softens those shadows. The secondary light is often a less lumen than the main light. And then the rim light, it kind of defines you. It gives you a highlight around the edges of your beautiful face. Now in 3D, we can actually use a rim light for like everything, right? You can put it on different things, so you get that light from behind, but because it's 3D and it's magical and it's math, it's constantly applied, right? So on the drawing of Fuba, you can see he has this red light, and if he turns around, it stays from that, like the same angle compared to the camera being you. And I can actually show you. Let me see, can I do this? Okay, I'm gonna do something a little. I'm gonna make the camera look down. Now I want you to look at my tail. Do you see my tail uses the same technique as a Fuva does? So it uses rim light, and you can see it's black in the middle, and then depending on the angle, it's actually, you always have the red light at the edges, no matter what, right? So if you painted that as light on the thing, it would move with the camera, but it doesn't. It moves independently of the camera. So that's what we were trying to mimic here. Let's get this sorted again. Rim lights are cool. Lighting lesson with Nasachi, yes. Of course, someone in the chat can tell me that we use different lighting setups for camera portraits, and that's perfectly fair. You can use many different things, but a 3-point lighting setup is the most basic and universally used for most setups. Now let's just draw a little bit more on Fuva. I'm gonna draw his skirt now, right? And he has this leg that comes in. He's not super thick, so some of this color might actually be too much. So if I can move the chat over here and do that, we can actually maybe, kill some of the leg. Just do like this. This is much better because Fuba has quite thin legs. A lot of people in VR chat, they really like to have what we call a general sense of thickness. But Fuba doesn't. He goes against the status quo, which I respect. Now for the skirt, it comes down like that. And it's actually interesting because it's the same color, so when we start painting it, it's going to look a little bit weird. Because you can't really see what's what. But just to highlight it, the jacket comes down here. The skirt comes down here and to the jacket. Like that. And then the skirt kind of stops here, right? Because you also have Fuba's body. So we can just do that. And paint some of these the ribbons that come down here from his chest. Actually, they should probably be... No, they're fine, because they come down from this little nice ribbon. So we have these here. We have the skirt that comes out here and kind of runs a little bit along the leg. And then the leg comes in here, and we have like that. And that looks nice. And we have the jacket that comes down here. Alright, I think this should do. Hi Game Gear. Oh my god, it's Game Boy. How's it going, old man? Alright, Scrub Lord. You should definitely paint along, and if you want, you can post the result on the Discord, so it's 100% gonna be better than mine. I guarantee it. This painting has a lot of this brown, blackish. You see what we're missing actually. So Fuba has these kind of shapes that come down like that, which are really cute. Again, Fuba's dress in this outfit here is really good. It kind of makes this little ribbon out here that also has a detail that comes out like that. The problem here is that we are gonna need to add the rim light because we didn't add that when we began the drawing. But that's fine, we can always go in with the red light and add it later. Now by adding the rim light first, we are getting several gifts given to us. So when you draw, or when you paint, you have the thickness of a brush, right? And, you know, I don't know if you can see this, but if I just put this brush here, it'll make a plop. I think you can see it, right? If I go over here. And that blob is a certain thickness. So if we want something that's smaller than that, we can put the pen in and just put it close to the edge of the rim light. And now you can see, even though we use the same brush, the rim light is now very thin. This is a technique we also used on Valhound's painting. Oh, I'm still listening in the background. I'm at work. Yes, King. That's fine. I hope everything goes well at work today. I know you're very, very busy always when you're at work. Let's see here. For Fluffy's arm, it's actually quite interesting because the rim light is really taking effect here. As you can see on his left arm, because of the angle of the material, the rim light is really, really visible. So we almost don't want to paint anything on here. We do want like a an outline here where the sleeve kind of has the edge, but only that. The rest should actually be rim lighting. So we'll very carefully draw the edges of the sleeve. Don't put the brush too hard against the canvas, like so. Now for up here, I see that the sleeve up here is maybe a little too thick, but that's okay, because again, we can fix it later. One of the differences between digital painting and real life painting is that digital painting don't need to dry. You can just simply draw on top right away. We just got that up here. Seems like you love my avatar. I do. Well, what I'm painting is not what you're painting. Same media, but I paint little miniatures for D&D. Scrub Lord, I absolutely love painting miniatures. When I was younger, well, actually I had a fun experience the other day. I was going past the facade of my building, and I live in this apartment building, and it's being renovated, so the doors are getting painted, and like the parts in between the bricks is getting renovated. And the smell of the paint sent me right back to like my youth, because I used to paint a lot. I spent thousands of euros on paint and miniatures to paint. So I painted and painted and painted. I used a lot of different techniques for it. The interesting thing with miniatures is that, just like with this kind of painting, it's all about technique. But with miniatures, you also have different paints. You also do that here, of course, but you have, like, for example, washes or technical paints or different kinds of paints that don't act like normal paint. And I think that's really, really interesting and fun to paint with. I recently bought a board game with a lot of little alien miniatures, and I considered going to my attic and busting out my set of paint to give them all a good wash and like make them pop a little bit more for my game. I really, really love painting miniatures. Physical painting is a pain in the ass. It is, and it's expensive. I bought I don't know if this makes sense, but like this size, 20 times 20 or 30 times 30. I bought 5 canvases today in the store, and it was like 50 euros. It's really expensive, but it's also fun, and yeah. Let's see. Let's get back to the painting. Oh, the wings are gonna be a pain. Fuwa, I love and hate your avatar. It looks really good, and it's really cute, but it's really difficult to paint. We're just gonna get the neck in here. And the neck has this detail that goes up as well. I don't have rhyme or reason to why I paint how I paint. I just paint. And I'm not trained in painting. I don't even paint that much. But I just really love it. Like here. And then we have like a... I wish you could do sort of like a fade. Because if you look at Fluffy's painting, you can really see the rim light having a nice fade on the right sleeve. And that comes down, but that's impossible to do for me. Now, just for the sake of speed, we are gonna put the little ribbon in. The ribbon kind of goes up here. You know what? We actually just draw everything out. Because I think we're gonna paint the ribbon in with a shading effect after. Like here. Like so. And then, because we still need the clothes, or the skin I mean, of his skin. I think this is pretty good, right? This is okay for now. There's a little bit up here. This probably needs a bit more to come in like that. Like so. Rim lighting is really messing with me, but it's fine. I promise, Fluffy, you'll get the most beautiful painting in the world. Oh yeah, that's behind the arm. Okay. So now let's try and draw some skin. And Fluffy's skin is... well, it's not white, but it's very close to. It has some red on it. Probably like this. I think we'll just try it up here. How does this look? Yeah, I think that's good. It's not affected by the rim light at all, which is interesting, right? So we can actually put it all the way out. This is because the skin is made with a different material in Unity, and Fluffy didn't put rim light on that. So like this. And then the other leg. And we want to again paint over the rim light this time to avoid having the rim light effect. And also maybe that gives us a little bit of the you know, the what do you call it, when the thigh highs, they give a little bit of pressure on the skin. So as you can see here, the thigh highs are a little bit thinner than the skin because they squish the skin, right? The thigh squish. I think this is okay. There's a little bit of rim light here we can delete. I said we weren't going to go into detail, but when it comes to thighs, you really need to, you know, give them the respect and attention in detail that they deserve. I think so. Now, we also have some body skin up here, and I can actually see I'm missing a little bit of, but that's fine. Let's just get painting. So I'm gonna fill out all the skin details here, and then after that we're gonna paint some rim light details. Because what's interesting, and I know I have said rim light about 300 times now, but the interesting thing about using rim light in 3D is that you can actually get, you know, you replace light and shadow. If you look at Fluffy's clothing, the really, really wide shadow on like the big part of the dress is rim lighting. And it's a highlight that's faked because it's not affected by the lighting in the world. It's just affected by the lighting on the avatar. And yes, King, I mean, it's having thick thighs, but you don't need just thick thighs. When you wear thigh highs, to make them sit properly, usually they have this like maybe a little bit of rubber on the edges, and they sit tight, right, to not fall down, so they do give a little bit of squish. Now for the arms, well, we can do this as well, because the face comes down like this. Maybe not that much, but that's fine for now. We just go down here, up. And his neck is gonna get a little, I think it's Joker or something, right? Just to separate it, and I think we might give it a bit of shading as well. For the face, let's just fill in some color. Just to have it. And we're just gonna do it, a little bit quickly here. Sometimes it's not about the details, it's just about getting started. As you know, when you start painting, and it's actually not just for painting, like being creative in any medium, painting, writing, recording video, the first stroke and the first letter, the first frames of your video, they're always the most difficult. Once you get started, creativity just kind of takes over. Your face is way too big, Fluffy. I fucked up. I'm so sorry. But this is what you get, what you paid for, right? If you wanted really good art, you should have hired a good artist. Fluffy gives like a slight thumbs up, and then you have the fingers that come out like this. Here. The hand. The hand is a bit thicker. And they might go out a bit further. Like this. Oh my god. I'm gonna reduce the size of the face, don't worry. We'll just get to it in a second. Let me just get the rest of this down. So we have the arms on the right hand. We have the thumb kind of goes up to the neck, right? So we can actually start with that. It just goes down. It doesn't matter how far. It goes out into these fingers. And drawing from avatar work is always not perfect either, because avatars are, avatars in VR chat are a little bit, they're not always anatomical correct. That goes down here. Wow, this is really bad, isn't it? It looks like he's giving like the finger instead. Well, I think that's very fitting for Fluffy. Anyways, so that's fine. That's fine. We take a little bit of creative freedom here. Let's see. I should have used these 2 layers that I was taught about last time, because now I'm getting myself into a mess. I think what we'll do now is just add some detail. Oh, good evening, good evening, how do we say that? Is there a pun here somewhere? Good evening? Or should I say, good midnight? If it works, it works. Artist's liberties, yes. And this is my interpretation of Fluffy, right? It's not how he is in real life, right? He's such a good boy. Let's see here. So, for the bow, the only way you can see the bow is through rim light. So we're just gonna paint it in like this. Which is quite simple, right? It kind of like goes out here. In an edge, or like in a tip. Like that. This is perfect. And then we have these lights here as well, and the little tips that come out of the bow. Oh, what do you call them? Like the ribbons that come out of the bow? Like that? We can sort of like just go all the way around at liberty, just so you can see what's going on. And we also have these, which I thought I would paint in because they're kind of cute. So we'll just keep it to 2 and add the eye. And down here we have it as well. And this reminds me of this story I was telling in chat earlier, that tonight and this weekend I'm actually taking care of a cat that lives in my apartment. And this cat really hates me. And I don't know why, because I love animals and I'm really kind to them, and I've never had an animal dislike me actively like that. But this cat just doesn't like me. Let's see, we have some details here. Just all the way down. Very thin line. And then he has a pocket. Right, he has a very nice little cute pocket here. Goes down like this. Yeah, I guess it's not totally precise, but you know, whatever. We need to draw this here. I think what's really cool about this avatar is that it works a lot in like just 2 colors. Usually you have like a lot of shading and stuff like that, but with this avatar you just need, it's almost like it's, well, when you look at the picture it's definitely not pixel art, right? But it actually lends itself very well to a pixel art interpretation, because you can use the what do you call it, the contrasts. Now let's try something here, because there is like these lines. Some cats are like that. I've got an 18-year-old Maine Coon that has grown up beside me, and we're perfectly brothers, or practically brothers. Yeah, I love all animals, but cats are definitely my favorite. I love, love, love cats. This cat I'm taking care of today is a ragdoll. And it's funny because ragdolls are usually famous for being super cuddly and lovable. And the girl who owns her, she can do whatever she wants with him or her. It's like, you know, she can take her up, and this cat just melts in her arms. Could you stop losing tracking? And it's just really, really cute. And then when I get close, it instantly just yells at me. Why is there no tracking here? This is so weird. It's fine. But I know a lot about caretaking of animals. And I'm just gonna take care of it, let it get some rest. If it doesn't want to interact, that's perfectly fine. I don't want to stress it. I'm just taking care of it. So it can rest here. It's lying in my bed currently. I give it plenty of food. And that's all. She's gonna pick it up again in a few days. You have a very vocal Egyptian Mao. Is that the really pretty special, like it's a little bit special looking, right? But it's very pretty. I have problems with my tracking. I really want a cat. And don't tell this to anyone, but actually you are not allowed to have cats where I live. Well, any animal. So what I'm doing is a little bit no, but it's fine. Now I'm gonna paint the wings. for the wings, what I want is basically... They only have one color. Oh my god, Val, no, don't tell anyone. You know what? They will throw me out. I've taken care of this cat before though. Don't worry, it's fine. So the wings, they come out here. Like this. They go down into like these shapes. I'm just gonna be like artistically free about them. We have like a longer shape that comes down here. It doesn't matter that much. You know, it's more that you can see what they are. Like that. Like here. And then they come down into like that shape here. The thing with wings is that they have, you know, they have different layers of feathers. So at the end you have these really long feathers, and then near the armpits where the wings are attached, you have really fine short feathers. Those are the ones you usually use for pillows and stuff. Well, actually you don't use those for pillows, you use the ones from the butt feathers. I think this is okay. We can always add more details if we want. What I noticed is also that Fluffy has this sparkle on his avatar. We can do something about that. And here, he has more detail than I did, so we just do it like that. That's fine. And then we have the other wing, which is kind of just goes out here. And it comes up here. So for wings, these are pretty simple, right? But there's actually really good techniques for painting wings. I don't know them myself. I did study them on YouTube videos. But you basically break down the wing depending on the like where you are. So you can paint it in layers. You have the really long feathers that kind of come out here at the end, and then as I said, you get smaller and smaller, but you also have different layers in depending on like how far you are away from the main bone, because wings are like arms, right? They look like arms with feathers on, which is interesting. Last time we talked a little bit about the dinosaurs and stuff, and when you classify birds, they are classified in the same group as humans, to some regard, as animals with 4 legs. Or 4 limbs, I should say, because the wing is a limb as well. Now, this will do for the wings. Now, for the hair, we are gonna need... Actually, the hair is a little bit like grey, brownish grey, but with a... We get to the outline first, and then we see what we do. The hair comes down here, and it kind of crosses in over the shirt, like that. So all the details we just painted, we're just going to ruin, and that is perfectly fine. The hair kind of comes behind his face, like so. Like that. And then it also comes down here in certain, like several strands, and crosses in behind. Now for this side of the face, we have hair that comes down here, and we did have this here that guy goes in front of the eye. We might have to draw these on again, because once we get to the face, like the facial details, we are gonna cover some of this up, probably. Now we have a little bit of skin up here. This kind of meets with that. And there we go. out here and meet with the hair here that kind of goes down and goes a little bit in front of the wing, right? It kind of goes out here. And it also goes down in a thicker strand, like so. And then it goes out here in front of the face, so you don't actually see the side of the face, right? You just kind of see the hair. Like so. Yeah, I think this will do. Like, just for artistic reasons, we'll just add like a little like that. I like that on anime figures. And then we need the eyes, because then we'll draw the hair details later. So with the eyes, I just want really white. Well, actually, we should do something interesting. We can use that same technique as we used before to get the... No, you know what? We'll do it differently. We'll start with white, and then we'll draw like just the... what is that called? Maybe someone can help me. What is the white part of the eye called? I know the colored part is called the iris. The black part is the pupil. And the eyes are really close to the side of the face. So we'll just do... that. Wow, you start to look like a monster. And the other eyes coming down like behind the hair. I'm really sorry about this, Fluffy. I hope you can forgive me for my sins. We can... You look like a monster from like SCP or something. But that's okay. We can fix it. If you know Fix It Felix from the sclera, it's the white of the eye. The sclera. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. What's interesting about Fluffy's eye is that you see a lot of the eye actually. Usually you see a little bit less. So you can draw eyes in several ways, and this is not the recommended way, but it's really difficult in VR. It is really, really difficult, because you can't feel the pressure of anything. But hey, it's fine. At least there's something, right? At least... Secure, contain, and pet. Yes, exactly. We're gonna draw like the eyebrows. We're gonna make him really pretty, just like he is. Secure, contain, and pet. Definitely. We're gonna give him some nice brows up here. And Fluffy, is he smiling or is he frowning? Let's see, we'll just do this. No, don't lose tracking now, please. He's sort of smiling, right? He has this little pink mouth. Like so. Oh my god, that's terrible. No, let me fix that. Like, that's okay, but bottom part? We need to fix it, Felix. How do we fix it? We kind of screwed up here. But that's okay. It'll be like a shade. 50 Shades of Fluffy. It's fine. You look like, you know, something from one of those game maker games. I don't know if you remember. We had this little choker on. We can add that too. Alright. Let's see, Fluffy. Do we need anything else? We need a little bit of detail down here. Just to kind of highlight the skirt. And I think that's it. Oh, let's drag that all the way here. Like so. Fluffy, you are... I wish I didn't have to wait for my paint to dry. It holds the creativity flow. You know what? I completely agree. And you just have to remember that you get a lot of privilege with wet paint that you don't get with this kind of stuff. Because with wet paint, you can, you know, you can do these fadings, or like you can drag out the paint, you can mix them, you can do like a gliding, like, I don't know what it's called. You have a lot of options with wet paint, right? So just be happy with that. And I know you are. Oh my god, did you hear that? I think there's a monster in my room. There is a monster right here. Did you hear my cat sneeze? Let me see. Yes, and just a correction for earlier. Humans are in the same category as birds in the taxonomy of the level tetrapod. I have my very own history freak and expert on Discord giving me pointers on where I go wrong. Anyways, I think I'm gonna step back. Oh no, wait, we need one last detail. What? Oh my god. You freaking scared me, Spoonie. Okay, hold on, let me just check. Let me move my camera down because I was looking down in real life and then I looked down here. And I was just about to jump and scream. Oh no, yes, I said my cat. No, it's not my cat. It's my the cat I'm babysitting. Cat sitting. And I just looked, like, it's literally right here in real life too, sneezing at me. And don't ever do that again. I'm not terrified by it. You know, I'm not gonna let a cat control my evening. However, I am gonna let a cat control my evening because I'm terrified. Anyways, Fluffy, you got a very special style here. I'm gonna take a picture. Well, actually, maybe Spoonie, can you take a picture of this? Because then we can put it on the server. And then Fluffy can be happy. Oh, I should probably go away. No. I'll go over here. Boop. And I can talk to you here and then. Yes, so tetrapods. The part of the taxonomy that has 4 legs, including birds and people. Not 4 legs, 4 limbs. Because wings are limbs as well. Thanks, Tidal. Now, before we go on, I'm gonna thank Spoonie for taking pictures of the masterpiece. You know, I'm gonna sell this and retire because this is definitely something for the Louvre in France. I'm finally done with work. You look so angry. Buffy, you are really angry. You have, I don't know, this kind of style is called something specific. Maybe we should remove the brushes, Spoonie. So we don't get those in the picture. Like this. Here we go. You are really angry, Fluffy, but that's fine. Alright. Now, before we move on, I want to thank my beautiful assistant. And I want to get a drink. And I have them somewhere. You know, finding your drinks when you're in VR can always prove a bit difficult. I hope the new camera is helping locate me while I locate my drinks. So, cheers in H2O and have a nice evening. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Here we go. Let me see. Don't drink too quickly like last time. Burp 8. No, shut up. You too. Someone clipped it and put it on my server, and I listened to it, and I got so insecure that since that day I haven't been drinking anything. I just stopped drinking at all. Now I only eat. Let's see. Is Omelette still in the chat? Omelette, identify yourself if you're in the chat, because I wanted to paint you a picture, but I don't want to do it if you're not here. Okay. So, while I see if Omelette is here, I want you to tell me a little bit about what you're doing this weekend. All of you, if you have any plans, if you are gonna join tonight on VR chat, because after the stream we're gonna have a post-stream party, just to chill, and I think Bill wanted us to go to a gun range. We can go to like a dance floor and have fun. You can also join if you're only on desktop. Also, I wanted to quickly take a short announcement break and say join my Discord. Well, I would rather say join our Discord, because I feel like the only reason it exists, and the very existence of the Discord is because of its members. I see most people here are already there, and I really appreciate that. So, Fuva is watching a movie. What are you gonna watch? Fuva? Are you gonna watch Don't Breathe 2? I watched Don't Breathe with Fuva the other day. It's a movie about 3 young robbers that just want to do their last heist, and the house they break into is basically a blind man's. But without spoiling too much, it turns out very quickly that the blind man is like this super soldier, and he just... It ends up being like a reverse horror movie. So they have to escape the house alive. Quiet Place 2, the second movie of the Quiet Place one. I haven't seen the first one. The first Quiet Place is the one where you can't say anything, right? If you say anything, you get killed by monsters or something. I saw the trailer. It looked really interesting. And Valorant is going on a hiking trip Saturday morning. That is that's tomorrow. So you have to go to bed early tonight. You have to promise me that. You gotta be ready for your hiking trip. Do you have any specific places you're going hiking? Or is it more like just into nature to see, the sights? Yeah, you can't make a noise and the scary monsters come and eat you. It is a movie for mutes. Mutes would survive that movie. I've seen the controversial kill with the kid. That's the only thing I've seen of that movie. But I want to watch the full thing. Now, let me open. Eco Roshia is not here. Dasho is here. We can paint Dasho. But Dasho is like Fuba. Oh, here's a super complex picture of me. Can you paint that? And you know what? Challenge accepted. Let me just open it in the Add Challenge window. Dasho is very painterly. But I do really want to punch him for choosing something so difficult. I don't think anyone is like you. No, Fuva. You are very, very special and, you know, unique individual. I completely agree. Now let's see. I want to paint Dasho on this painting here. I'll just move my camera. So one of the other things that this camera can do that the VR chat camera can't is play around. Kind of cool, huh? So we can fly close to me, so I can spin around and talk to you. And I can also show you the painting like this. Now, maybe I should take one step over here. That way I think you can see it better. And Spoony is helping me with the pens because I am so forgetful. And let me see here. I just need to get Dasho's picture up. What do you say, King? We both have that mo. You said Dasho is like me. Well, Dasho is like you in the sense that he is, you know, really needy. He requires me to show off the best of my abilities in ways I can't. For mine, whenever it is, feel free to take my face shot or the full body one. Wait, King, did you put a face shot too? I haven't seen the face shot. King, can you like DM that to me so I can download it? And Scrublord is not sure what I'm gonna do this weekend. Not a very big socialite, quite the opposite. May end up doing nothing. Wood carving, you are quite the creative soul, aren't you, Scrub? Wood carving, painting, miniature painting. Yeah, I think that's cool. I'm gonna socialize tonight on VR chat, and then tomorrow I'm just gonna lie down flat on my pile of coins and sleep a bit and relax. I also want to hang some stuff in my apartment. Let's see, the cat is still here. I'm afraid that, you know, if I go and pet it, you can get like some cat scratch ASMR. I don't know if you're interested in that. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, it's okay. No. No, Spoony. The cat has been petted, and it didn't bite me or scratch me. It just licked my hand. Why would you call me Kung? I have a feeling I know why, but I'm not gonna say it. Now let's see. Let's get started with Dasho. I'm gonna take the canvas over here. Let's start with the background. And I think for Dasho's, we actually want to make a more complex background. That only such you can see. The invisible cat ghosts. No. I think, oh my god, I'm such a clumsy. I think Spoony represented the cat pretty well, right? Let's see here. I'm gonna do something a little bit more magical this time, because Dasho deserves that, right? Because Dasho is special. So instead of the abstract background, we're gonna take some time to really get this painted well. Like so. I'm not gonna, you know, do the full thing, but I want the background, and remind me to use layers this time. Spoony. If I don't use layers and I start painting, someone just yelled at me. The layers are below the painting. But first, we paint the background on the back layer. Like this. What I want is to just emulate the background on the picture, since it's actually quite painter-esque. It's really interesting with nature like that, because you can't capture nature in a painting, right? But Nature is one of the greatest treasure troves for inspiration. Even the greatest Gold Age painters, you know, the super realistic ones or the really talented landscape painters, they couldn't capture nature in a painting. They could only show what was in their mind. They could capture a moment in time, but it never can replace the beauty of nature. Here we go. I use my hands a lot and channel my creativity through them in that way from the beginning. I think that's really cool. I have no scientific evidence for any of what I'm gonna say now, but I think using your hands to express yourself develops you on like every single level in your human psyche and, you know, physique. It kind of like lets you get more into touch with yourself. Oh, no. Legs. And I think getting that connection down is really important. It's like, you know, when you have kids and they have to eat and they put the stuff in their face, right? It's sort of like that, but more advanced, because as an adult, you know how to grab a spoon and eat. You put the stuff in your face and you gulp it down. But getting thoughts into paper or like any creative medium is extremely important to develop as a skill. At least to, you know, understand your own body better and understand your mind better. I'm not saying you can't be a good human if you don't paint, you know? It's not like that, but I think it's an important tool to develop yourself as a human. Creative expression. It is, after all, something humans have done for, what, 20,000 years or so, right? Right. Let's get some clouds up here. And for the clouds, they kind of come down here. I'm not gonna spend that much time on them. We're just gonna give them like this loose. And because Dasho's picture is, it's like rectangular, not rectangular, right? It's long, but this canvas is rectangular, so we are gonna cheat a little bit. We need some gray. I wonder why we have gray here. Oh, here we go. So we can get this. Like this rock that Dasho is sitting on. He's very picturesque. So we do this. And then we have a rock that comes up and kind of like dives down. Like here. So this is the middle ground rock, and the other ground is, or the other rock is in the foreground. Like that. Then we're gonna grab something a little bit darker. Like here. And just kind of, because again, we are like photoshopping, not Photoshop, sorry, like paint, MS Paint. So we need to, like, giving these things outlines helps a lot to see what it is, even though it doesn't look that good. Oh, and Fuwa is joining. Should have joined earlier, then I could have drawn you. Yes, a landscape format, definitely. You know, Dasho is in a landscape format, and I'm painting a square format, so it is going to be a bit different. Now, this is going to be it mostly for the background. There's just one more thing, because what I really want is just get the water as well. Hey, sorry, I want to stay, but I can't. I hope that you have a good stream and have fun. I can't wait to see the ad too, lol. Carter, thank you so much. I think it's okay if you can't stay. I would of course prefer if you can, but I understand that you have other things to do as well, and I'm just really, really happy that you stopped by and said hi. I'll post the art in the Discord later so you can see it there. I hope you have a wonderful evening and take care, okay? Let's see here. We have a line of water out here. I love how this is really looking like MS Paint. Like the spray can tool from MS Paint. If you ever painted with that, let me know how that went. It is a... Here we go. We can sort of put a little bit through here so the clouds are transparent. Like so. And then I want to grab a smaller brush, because now we need to start on the difficult part. Hello, Fuba. I hope you enjoy your painting. You look much better in real life than you do on the painting. And when I say real life, I of course mean here in VR chat. Let me see. Oh, Dasho, you are mean. You are a meanie, miny, mo. Because I'm just looking at your painting up close now in like a bigger format. And well, there's only one way forward, isn't there? As I said, the first stroke is usually the hardest. Now, let's just use a different layer. Am I using a different layer? Can I hide this? You know, I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's just paint. Now for Dasho, we want a color palette of black, like dark gray metal. His upper body is consisting of a lighter gray metal. He has sort of like a disc weapon on his left hand, same material. The sword on his back is sort of an in-between, and then the hair is blue with a slight hint of red, so it's purple. Wait, when I get the picture up, I can see it's not clouds. It's freaking mountains. I'm sorry, Dasho. Let's call it artistical freedom. Now, let's just get started, and we'll start with the legs. The legs are very dark, but they're not completely black, right? No idea what I'm doing. Yeah, just about me every day. You know what they say, scrub load? Fake it till you make it. Okay, let's see. So for the legs, they're not completely black. And your butt is sitting here. And the leg kind of goes up here. I just want to measure, because I see the rock is already the wrong shape. So we are going to have to improvise a little. We sort of have... You know, you sit here, and the leg goes up into a knee. Is that the right shape? Yeah, that's fine. Then it goes down here, and it kind of like goes down into a foot. And your foot is a little bit crooked, right? So we'll just do this. That's the first leg. Now for the other leg, you do have your body in front, but that's fine. We can go ahead and draw the leg anyways. It kind of comes out just below the knee and goes out here. Then it goes down almost to the end of the rock. And actually the rock should go out more, which is a little bit annoying. So we are gonna cheat and just kind of like make your leg go further down. And have the leg come up here, into the thigh, and then into the ankle down here. That then goes into a foot, and this foot is a little bit more You know, it has the, you have like these heels on. Then it goes out to the bottom of the foot. So, like this. And we're gonna fix like the details here. I know it looks like, it looks like the foot is like this postman pet foot or something. But we'll fix that. Now, your lower body has some of the same color. It kind of goes up here. And back. It just goes down like this. We'll just fill this out. And this is what Scrubload talked about earlier. This is the beauty of digital painting, because you can just instantly color on top of this. And be done with it. If you mess something up, you don't have to wait. You just go for it. Like so. Right? And then we grab we can remove this brush real quick. We don't need it. Then we can turn up the color here. Let's see. Then we need this gray, but we need a gray with a bit of blue. It is like a very neutral gray when you look at the colors. However, I like to have a little bit of color in it. Oh, the photo on the screen. Okay, hold on. Let me do something. Let me move the camera to the opposite side. And let me just now it shouldn't track. Oh my god, hold on. Like so. That's better. Now it doesn't track me. Now it just stuck to the painting. But I think that's much better, right? Now you can see what's going on. Whoosh. Yeah, I'm sorry I threw you for a loop there. Quite literally a loop. But let's see what we can do now. For Dashu's body, we need to... He's hunched. Dashu, you need to straighten out your body a little bit, because you're gonna end up with a bad back like that. So, it's funny because the jacket actually goes out a little bit above here. It comes out like that, which is a small detail you don't see. I'm leaning on my arms. Yeah, but I'm sorry, darling. You still need to straighten your back. It's very important, because otherwise you are gonna end up looking like a shrimp when you get older. So speaking of arms, they come down here like this. And they come down here. There's just a tiny area of background in between the arms. We also have this piece of jacket coming out here. Like so. So let me... Okay, right now, don't move at all. Tell me exactly how you're sitting. Are you leaning on your arms? Are you leaning on your desk? Is your back straight? What about your shoulders? Are you relaxing in your shoulders? Take a moment to reflect on your posture, because it's like manual breathing. If you don't think about it, you just breathe, and that's the same with your posture. If you don't think about your posture, you usually sit really badly. So tell me, how are you sitting right now, and is it healthy? And it also goes for you, Scrubload, because if you're painting miniatures, you might be getting really close to them and sit in a weird pose for some time. Which is really unhealthy too. I know for myself, because when I paint miniatures, sometimes I get really, really, really close to the model, and I realize that my back is just like a, you know, cheese shrimp. No, Dasho, no, 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 no. Don't. Yes, exactly, I knew it. I knew it. Straighten your back, relax your shoulders, take a deep breath, and like maybe turn your neck around like this. Think about your shoulders and feel them just hang down by your side. Straighten your back. Imagine that there's like a string in your spine that's pulling up on it. So you straighten out all the like the elements of the spine. And breathe in and breathe out. Remember to, while I give you some flow ASMR, remember to really relax your body properly. It's one of those things that you don't think about, but in some years it'll mess you up. Now I'm just gonna keep painting with the white color here, or the gray, because we can paint over with the darker colors soon. And I kinda wanna get up to the hood. The hood comes down here. Like that. And then we have this disc over here. And we're just gonna kind of like cheat a little bit. And just paint like that. They might not be the exact same color, but it's fine. It's better to do it now than keep changing color, because you do lose the colors in VR. Okay, so we have that. Now we're gonna go back to the well, I want to find a color that's a little bit darker. You know, if you want to do digital painting, and you look at this and you say this looks like crap, because you have so little options, or so few options, you would be absolutely right. If you do digital painting with a program like Photoshop, or many of the other programs that exist like that, you have so many options for saving colors and manipulating color palettes and everything like that. So some of it I can't help. I was diagnosed with scoliosis from a young age, so I've got a bend in the back. I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, of course, when you have something like that, it is difficult, but even then, you should do your best to straighten your back as much as your back allows. Hey Hopper, oh, hey darling, it's nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Are you enjoying your evening? You just joined us in a little painting session here. I'm painting Dasho. You can see the picture in the lower left corner, and we've been painting for a while. This is the second time we do this, and it's actually quite interesting. Now, just for this is for the inside of the, like the neck here. It has a little bit of a shadow. Rystar, I finally woke up, guys. What's up? Welcome, 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 Rystar, and thank you so much for joining. How are you doing tonight, sweetie? What took you so long? I'm just kidding. Welcome to the world of the living. I'm glad you woke up to see the stream a bit. I'm currently painting Dasho. If the painting stream might become a regular thing, I mean, I really enjoy it. The only thing is, if people enjoy it too, right? I sort of, like, when I do my content, I do a mix of things I enjoy, but I also want to do things that people enjoy, right? So that's why I sometimes ask which characters people like most when I do videos, because then I focus a little bit on those, which I think is nice. Let's see, let's just get this a little bit of shading. But if people enjoy this, I can definitely do it more. It's really relaxing for me too. I love painting, so we have some small shading details here. Just to get some detail on the armor. Because it's not like a hard armor. It has this kind of softness to it. Almost like it's cloth. If we cheat a little bit, we can take this here, draw a line. Just so you can see the arm, where the arm separates. Like that. Hopper Papa. Oh my god, Hopper, thank you so much for becoming a member. You know what? Hold on. Thank you, darling. It's very nice to have you aboard. I really appreciate it. It's a big help to me. I just well, just to give you a little bit of a background, because I don't, as I said in my Q&A, I don't plan on becoming like a full-time streamer and living from it, because I have a job I love, you know, I work with people and stuff, but these small donations and membership, they help me a lot, because I just moved. Well, I just took over the apartment and I'm arranging like this streaming room, because even though it's just a hobby, I really, really want the best audio quality for everyone that I can, because, you know, where some people, they have other hobbies like painting or playing games or, you know, singing. I like this as my hobby, and it is a bit of an expensive hobby. I'm also trying to get the new microphone. I'm saving up for the 3DO, which is like the microphone with the ears, if you remember that. A lot of ASMR artists use it. And it's my plan to try and do streams with it whenever I do get it. But until then, right now I'm streaming with the Index headset that allows me to move around like this and dance. We can do some dancing streams too. But for right now, we need... let me see. VR is expensive in the first place. VR streaming has to be tight on the wallet. So I posted a picture of my setup on my Discord server, and just the like sound isolation alone costs a lot. And then there's the like the VR equipment I upgraded to get better audio, or like the Index. You can get like some muffler on the headset and stuff. Otherwise you have this popping noise. That is really annoying. The 3DO is a good mic. Yeah, it's a good mic. So here's the secret that 3DO doesn't want you to know about. 3DO is actually not. It costs about 600 euros, I think. But the production price is about 100, maybe 120. And you can actually produce it yourself. On the 3DO website, you can see what microphones they use. And they're just these tiny microphones that you put in. Then you can buy these ears on Amazon and put them somewhere. It looks a little bit janky, but I saw a video on it. It's the secret doctors don't want you to know about. Yes, definitely. I mean, it's easy to say you don't care about how expensive your hobbies are, but I feel the same. It's just about I have a lot of expenses too, where I live and like some old apartment stuff I'm in, and yeah, I wish I could spend a bit more on my hobby, but for now, this is fine, and I have enough equipment to do something that I like. Let's see. We wanna get Dasho's head. And Hopper, you asked about the drinking. If you want, we are having a drink tonight. After the stream, we're doing a post-stream party. It's just gonna be a few people, some in the chat and some people here. So you are super welcome to join if you want. I would love to see you. King, yes. Oh my god. It doesn't matter how expensive your hobbies are until you can't afford them. You know what? Those are words to live by. Words to live by. Let's see. You know, at least I'm not like into diving, scuba diving, or something like that. Because that's expensive. Oh, you have to. Your dad took your headset. Well, I guess I'm drinking with your dad tonight then, Hubba. Why did you take your headset though? That's so rude. Oh, it's his. Well, you know. What's your dad's Discord name? Maybe I can have a drink with him. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. So we need a bit more brightness for the show's face. Oh my god, let me go here. Is this the right color? Yes, it is. Oh, King. Thank you so much for the, is it called Super Chat? I think it's called Super Chat. You know, listen. I set this up as good as I could. I had it for over a year, but I'll be there. I hope to see you, Hopper. But thank you so much, King, for the, Super Chat face and donation. I'm glad it works. Okay, I need to focus. You know, the reason I'm talking more than painting right now is because I have to paint faces. And you know how I get super sticker. Oh yes, then it's kind of attached to the chat for some time, isn't it? Okay, let me just concentrate for a bit. We have the face here. And I think we'll just kind of paint the general shape. Because then we will get the hair in front in a second. And I'm sorry for the squeaky noise that you can hear. I have some people coming over soon in a few days to fix my floor. The apartment I live in is like 200 years old and the floor is really crappy. Hopper donated 5 CHF foreign currency. Thank you so much. It's a super sticker. Yes, it's called Super Chat. Thank you, Hopper, for your point. I really appreciate it. Super Chat for days. Yeah, now you can only chat in Super Chat. Let's see. Before I get... So what color is Dasho's hair? It's blue. Oh my god. King. Yes. Yes. More specifically. Thank you so much, King. Swiss francs. You're almost rich now. I'm almost rich. You know what? I think almost rich is probably an overstatement. However, you just doubled the amount of food money I have this month. So I'm so happy, thank you. Let's see. God, I can't put the brush, you know. I am and you cut yours in half. Oh no. Listen, we know each other's pain here. You know, I'll buy you half a pizza because I'll eat the other half. Let me just see here. I just need to be thinking for a second. That's why I'm a bit quiet. I need to draw hair. Hair and faces. This is my nemesis. Especially in VR. Yeah, but this is okay. This goes in a bit further. And then this comes down like that. And we kind of have these weird details in here. Like that. I think that's okay. Yeah, Hopper, it'll be a pizza date. Do you want it to be at my place or your place? I can tell you that my place has good pizza. Oh my god. The super chat train is rolling. Choo choo. Thank you, Dasho. Now, this is going to put a lot of pressure on this painting, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, darling. Now I can eat pizza 2 times this week, or this month. No, for real though. It's, just tell me when and I'll be there. What about tomorrow? Are you busy tomorrow? As I just said, I don't have any plans this weekend. I'm just gonna recuperate from a very, very hard work week. I actually took some of the day off today because I had, so I work on projects, right? I work with games. And, this is all wrong. But that's okay, we can fix it. We can fix it. And my project was actually closed down the other day. A few days ago, my game was shut down. Luckily, I still have a job. But it kind of hurt a lot because we had to fire a few people at my office, which made me really sad. And, well, I liked my game a lot. Let's put the star here. So I've been a little bit sad these past days. And that's also why I haven't been so active in chat. It's, yeah, it's kind of taken quite a toll on me. And it's mostly because of the firing. Because of course I'm happy that I have a job still. However, it really affects me that other people around me are not doing so well. It actually affects me more than if it was myself. And that's mostly because I am, you know, the manager in the company for that group of people, and they mean everything to me. If I don't have them, I don't have anything really, like, not just for my job, but like in general. They mean so much to me, these people, and sometimes you just get information where you're told, like, it's not a personal thing, but it's like company strategy or whatever, right? And it just, I don't know, it hurts a lot. Let's see here. So we go down here. Oh my god, hold on, let me check. Just need to finish this. Probably Spoony. Chat is looking super tonight. It definitely is. I'm really, really thankful. Thank you. Where's Spoony? You're in here. Okay, Spoony's crumpled up on the floor over there. I would give him a kiss, but I'm not gonna commit like VR chat necrophilia and kiss a corpse. So it'll be here instead. Thank you so much, Spoony. Well, you missed out. I'm sorry. Next time, if you're here, you can get your reward. Let me just get a bit closer. We are getting to the finer details. Oh, you're charging your trackers. That's completely fair, darling. Let's see. I think for the details on Dasher, we are gonna need this beautiful purple. Oh wait, you know, before we do that, this is really annoying. I forgot something. We go down here now. I don't know if you can see. Well, charge your trackers quickly and come back. Because Dashio's arms actually like black. So it's because Dashio is like a robot. So you have this part back here that is basically his body with the arms attached. And then you have the arm itself. And the arm is this thing here, but it's attached like in this black piece, right? So like that. And then to really see where it is attached, we highlight it because this shiny metal, that shows a shiny metal pot. Like that. We get some highlights here and get some highlights here. And just like a droplet here. And then we get these beautiful purple colors. This is my favorite part about your character, Dashio. Because you know my favorite color is purple, right? And oh, you got your third base station, King. Wait, the problem was that it didn't work before, right? Because you did have 3 before. Like so. It's funny when you see this really up close. It really feels like you're painting in paint, you know, MS Paint. And see the color. So the color is interesting because it kind of goes down in a shape here, and then it goes up to this. So this should actually have a different shading, but let's just try this. Just for now, we can change it later. This is just to accentuate it. Now, we also need it down here to highlight the feet. Because the feet have these really nice curves. Dashio's feet are really nice. And they also come into this like bolt. I'm probably not going to be able to get the full details, but you can just imagine this bolt is sort of what's connecting the knee to the thigh to allow Dashio to move. We also have these beautiful details here to give flexibility to the bone. Again, because Dashio is a robot. And then we have the screw that we just painted on the other side. We have that here as well. To allow the knee to bend. Then there's like these plates of metal here to highlight the butt. I'm sure Dashio put those on because robots usually have like very skinny butts, but Dashio wanted, you know, a butt. He's seen, you know, he's seen the light. So he added this detail to highlight the butt. Now, we also have those details up here. Yeah, and if you feel called out, Dashio, that's fine. I know you. He saw the LED. Yeah, it's not just the light, it's the LED. Now, for the darkness here, we are gonna need a little bit of neck. And also some faceplate here. And this is where it gets interesting, because this is where I screwed up before. Right, so the neck goes up into the hair. So the hair gets this kind of shape that goes down. Like this. And this actually goes all the way up here. See? We fixed it. Now there's hair. Telling me things, it's Morse code. Thinking in your face. Now we're gonna need some eyes too. One eye is really difficult to see out here. The other eye has more detail. You know what? Just because he's a robot doesn't mean he doesn't have... He's angry. An angry robot. What color are your eyes, Dasho? Are they yellow? When I look at the reference, they look like red, yellowish, orange. Maybe you can tell me. Then I'm gonna paint a sword while we wait for that info. And I think for the sword, we need a bit of a darker. Ah, this is fine. I think we'll let the sword go out of the picture, just for like a dramatic effect. It has a handle. It kind of goes down here. And then it's thick. So it's not only the butt that's thick on Dasho, it's also his sword. And we're just gonna start with the usual outline here. And then we're gonna put on some darkness. Oh, I really need to get this stupid floor. I can't wait till I fix it. They're gonna come around. Because if you see a picture of my floor, it's basically like a wooden floor with nails in it. And to fix that, you need to hammer in more nails. Right, so you find out where they bought to lose after all these years. They're bright purple. Okay, I'll make them bright purple. So... So we'll do this. Alright. Now, can you tell me a little about your robot Dasho? Because I know it's a Fantasy Star Online 2 character, right? And I think it looks really cool. But can you tell me a bit about the background for your robot? Does it have a story? Let's see here. We can give this maybe a little bit here. I'm so sad that my girlfriend has a better PC than me. Why are you sad about that? You should just be happy about that, shouldn't you? I mean, that's really good. You know, having a partner that you can share experiences with. Oh, a little happy mouth. Is it's a really good thing, Hopper. I think whether it's a girlfriend or someone you just live with, like a really good friend or something else, having someone you can share experiences with make the experiences much better. I think if you're traveling, for example, traveling alone can be nice, don't get me wrong. I just think that traveling with a partner is much more fun, at least in my opinion. Because when you experience something, it's, I don't know, it's just the reflection of the experience is as important as the experience itself. Having someone to talk about, you know, the thing about, like, let me give an example that's easier. If I'm hiking across a mountain and I see a deer You know, there's a deer crossing the path. If I'm alone, I see the deer, I smile, and I think, what a wonderful experience. If I'm with my partner or a friend or anyone, and I have the same experience, you know, I will look at them and, you know, register their reaction. I'll think, are they thinking the same I am? Like, what's going on in their mind? I can tell them about what's going on in my mind, and because we share the experience, we don't need to talk about the experience in itself. We can talk about the reflection of the experience and discuss like the deeper level. Doing it alone and telling someone is a first level source of, you know, telling someone. So I would tell you about how I saw a deer on the mountain. I could tell you about the day of the time of the day and where the mountain was and how it looked like, the colors. But I couldn't tell you about the experience as well as I experienced it. Now, if I'm with my partner or a friend, they have all this knowledge explicitly in their mind. Like, they have the same knowledge I do. And that allows us to talk about the experience at a different level. I know this sounds like a super too overanalyzed explanation, but this is basically what's going on when you experience something together. You share the experience, so you share the impression, you share the little details that you can't tell to anyone else. It's an interesting concept, I feel, and that's why be happy that your girlfriend has a good PC, so you can share experiences together, whether they are online or offline. It's completely okay, like it's irrelevant. Both are great to share. Which means you should actually invite her to this stream, so you can share this experience together with me. Desho says, Let me see here. Desho says that the story is all about how my life got flipped upside down. Is this a meme, Desho? Is this a Fresh Prince of LA meme? No, this is a story all about how my life... I don't know the song. I just know the meme. I do look forward to hearing more, though. Also in a non-meme format. You know, I am painting your life here, so getting a little bit of background really helps. I think what we'll do is add a bit of shading here to the boob area. Just so we can see where they... Oh my god, okay. I'm getting dangerously close to my desk. I don't think I'm gonna do that much more to this, because I wanted to draw one more before... These pens, I swear to God. Let's see, does orange exist somewhere here? Here we are. There's just a little bit of orange details on the inside here. Okay. Desho, I present to you Desho. 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 And Spoonie isn't here to help me with pictures, so I might have to move you... No, wait, hold on. I have an idea. So, because I use a modded camera... No, it's not a mod, that's wrong. It's like something on my avatar. I have my own camera that I can use to take pictures with without interfering with you guys. Isn't that wonderful? Spoonie will be here in a second. I'll recommend taking them after stream, though, as it doesn't fully sync. Oh my freaking god. Scrub load. That's... I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. That's really, really sweet of you. just gonna pull up the rear on the super chat train. I'm I'm really bad at getting compliments, and that's so. Thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And thank you so much. In the rear with the gear. Thank you, Scrublord. And also, let me thank you for you know, I'm just gonna take this moment and call you out in chat because I don't know if anyone else but me reads the comments on YouTube. Probably not, because it's not as interesting for everyone else. But as I've said numerous times, the comment section is the most important for me. I don't care about likes and subscribers and all that stuff. I mean, I do. It's nice that people watch my videos, but watching people comment that they like my videos and that it helps them is the most important. And Scrublord is, I think, probably one of the people who comment the most and very in-depth about their thoughts. And I've told you on chat, but I also want to tell you here how much it means to me, because it's not just something I just say and like to be nice. I'm really moved by your comments, so thank you so much. Well, that took me off guard. I'm gonna need a drink, and then we'll be back with more painting. And I think we're gonna paint one more, because last time we painted for 5 hours. I'm gonna try and keep it to 3 this time, so I don't burn out my own brain. Because doing a stream is one thing, but painting is actually really taxing. Even though I'm not like super good at it, I really concentrate to not be absolutely bad also, so it's very taxing to paint for so long. Hold on, let me get my drink. And I also saw Dasho join the super train. What does the NFT mean? Thank you, well, first of all, but I'm buying this NFT. Is that your character, or isn't that like, last time I heard NFT, it was like blockchain. It was related to blockchains, which I still don't understand, so maybe someone can explain that in chat. I got a job offer for like game development, and it said something about NFT and blockchains, and I needed to know about that. I just kind of like scrolled past it because I have no idea. Alright, let me see. I'm just checking the folder, and I'm a little bit sad that Egg isn't here. But think of it like a... hold on, let me move the camera because the chat is in the white. Let's move over here for the next painting, and now I'm gonna move you guys with me. I guess we'll put you here and change the angle, because then I can also see what you guys are saying in the chat. I think for now we'll just focus on my face so we can have a bit of a chat. I'm gonna move the camera up a bit. Okay. Let me write, I'll see. Now, kind of like a fingerprint for data, so you can do proof of ownership. Already have copyright. Non-fungible token. Non-fungible token sounds like something, you know, like a disease in your apartment in the walls. Like you shouldn't live there, you should get the cleaner to remove the fungus in your apartment. You know, mold. Listen, I'm a dum-dum when it comes to electronics. I know how to, you know, build a computer. I built my own PC down here, and I built it 6 years ago, and I've been upgrading it ever since. I know how to install Windows. I know not to install Windows 11. I just don't know really about the blockchains or fingerprinting or anything like that. There's a weird push forward in games. Yes, definitely there is a push forward, and it's kind of been weirding me out because I get these job offers from game companies that say, oh, you need NFT knowledge. And I'm like, am I a boomer now? You know, my grandparents, they would be like, oh my god, you need to know computers to get a job. So they just get retired instead. Am I gonna get retired soon because I don't know what a blockchain is? Am I redundant? Doing that would completely ignore any kind of game design, and you can also do this without NFTs. You know what? Back in my days, listen. Back in my days, we were playing Diablo 2. Right? And transferring objects between characters was much easier. You would have one person dropping the item on the ground, and the other person dropping their item on the ground. And then you would run and pick each other's item up, right? So I can tell you a bit of the darker side of Nasachi, because, you know, I'm a nice person, right? I'm a good person. I want to help people, and I'm older now, but, you know, some people in their youth, they do stupid things. Some people rob a store, right? I know people who robbed a convenience store, like not gunpoint, but they stole some stuff and hid it. And some people, they, you know, they do other things. Oh my god, no, Spoonie, it's not that bad. Well, it's worse, you know, some people rob a bank. What I did was, it's unforgivable, and, well, I've never told anyone. I am a vampire thief, and now I only steal people's hearts. No, I'm just kidding. So, what I did was unforgivable, but I hope you're gonna not leave me when I tell you about this. The way you traded in Diablo 2 was there's actually a trade system, right? You talk to each other and you could trade it. But some items couldn't be traded that way, right? Some items couldn't go into the trading menu. So to trade them, you literally had to drop them on the ground. So imagine you were, like, Diablo 2 is a isometric like RPG. You see it from like the top above the characters. So when you were in the city, there was a big wall, but you could see on the other side of the wall. So one person would be in the town and the other person would be outside of the town, and they would drop their items, and then they would run all the way and like swap. And you know, you couldn't cheat. You could only pick up. If you picked up your own item and ran, the other person could see it, and they would have plenty of time to pick up their item. I feel like I'm being investigated because I did something nasty. I might not survive. So I'm just gonna ignore, because this story is gonna put me right to jail. So this is gonna be the last you see of me. One class in the game could teleport. Skills were disabled in the city. So if you were a sorceress who could teleport, you would be inside the city, so you couldn't teleport out and grab the item. However, there was a very, very specific item, which was an armor piece that you have to craft with runes, and it was really difficult to make, that gave you the teleport ability. So I had a character who was an assassin, and she would have that armor in her inventory. So when they dropped their item on the ground in the city, I would equip the armor, pick up my item, teleport in, and take their item and lock out. You know, I still regret it to this day. All these kids in their mama's basements. I was a kid in my mom's basement too. They must have been crying, and maybe I even ruined someone's life. I don't know. And this is why I now dedicate my entire life to helping others, and, you know, all I seek is to redeem myself from my evil deeds I did back then. I think if you can forgive me and you're still here, yeah, I would really appreciate it. But I know I don't deserve it. So you can, kick me out like the dust I am. Anyways, that was the story about the darkest period of my life. It's not that bad in the end, is it? It was just a Stone of Jotun ring. Now, let's go on to something a little more interesting. Hello, Shadow. Welcome to the chat. It's really nice to see you. We are back to painting. And we painted 2 paintings so far. And we're gonna paint one more. And it's a shame that Egg isn't here because I'm gonna paint his picture. So let me just put it up on screen. I'll remove Dasho. Dasho and Egg. Let me see. Here we are. Yeah, hey Dipper. Yeah. I recognize your profile picture. Don't worry. It's really nice to see you. Here we go. Oh, this is a hyper-realistic diglett. And I think this picture is pretty cute, but... Egg. Exactly, this is Egg. I was considering just painting an egg, but I think, we should fulfill his wish. Now, Egg, chant with me, egg. Okay, let me just get my camera to stop tracking me, and then I can move it. We can change the angle so it looks over here. I'm so happy to have my proper camera back. It's much better. I mean, and again, I don't dislike the VRChat camera. I just really like this a lot better. I think maybe we can, let me see. Let me get my canvas, or my paintbrushes, I mean. We have, oh no. The big one, and the small one, and the background one. Okay, let me see. Oh, that's boobs. I'm still here. Glad you enjoy the comments, because I enjoy the content and thought I'd just get back some. Got something in the works for the future. Gonna get back to painting and whatnot. Alright. How's the painting going though? Are you still painting the figurines? And Dipper, of course. I'm glad I could visit your stream. It was really nice. I hope that you keep streaming if you like it. Just keep the dream up there. Don't let dreams become memes, or don't let memes stay dreams. I don't know what I'm saying. Just keep streaming. It's nice. Now for this one. Oh my god. I both really like this picture and dislike it. You are, and Lily the Fox. Welcome to the chat, darling. It's really nice to see you. I'm still drawing or painting figurines. Taking a break because the fumes are a little much. What kind of paint do you use for the figurines? Because if you're talking about fumes, do you use the little buckets? Like army paints or Games Workshop paints and stuff like that? I love streaming. Yeah, Dipper, you should continue then. Definitely. Now for this, I just need really quickly to get an eraser, because I accidentally painted over here. Wait, doesn't it work? Oh well. Oh, now it works. Nice. Now for this one, I want to paint a little bit of green for the background. I think green and brown goes pretty well together. I'm just gonna... Let me just put this here. And then you can see it now, right? Yes, okay. We're gonna take a dark green to have the contrast. And we are just gonna go over here. Yeah, this is an interesting green. It's very like a grayish green, like an army green. We're just gonna do like we usually do and kind of like paint just some of the canvas. I think, you know, perfection is not perfection. I think perfection is what is just enough. Just enough is perfection. When I talk to my design teams, I always tell them, don't design for perfection. 80% is enough. 80% is plenty. Olive drab. Army paints for sure. They come in little bottles, but it's the paint sitting on the palette. And they open that are the issue. Oh, yes, I see. Alright. Oh, you use a palette. That's interesting too. Yeah, I see that's an issue. For me, it's when I spray paint. Like so when you have a figurine, you get them and they're usually made of like this plastic material. And it doesn't really hold on to the paint so well. So what you have to do is prime it. So you spray paint it with like white or black or grey maybe. Or any color really. And that spray paint really gets to me. So I have to do it outdoors and then like just let it sit. I'm just gonna hydrate before we start painting. Let's see. Spray paint noise was on point. Psst, psst. Spray painting is actually an art form in itself. Like getting the spray and the basing right, like the priming. If you get... Okay, so here's something. I'm up here. Stupid camera. Here we are. Getting the priming right is one of the most satisfactory things you'll ever experience in life. You know those videos where it's like something really perfectly fits into something else? Spray painting something, you require the spray paint to be about 30-40 centimeters away from the subject. And then you kind of like... You don't want to hold it down, so you do it in these little bursts, and the spray paint dries almost immediately, and seeing it enter the crevices of the model perfectly is just perfect. Very satisfying. Now, what's also satisfying is painting this diglett. And the diglett primarily has one color, brown. So we'll start with I guess with like a light brown, or should we start with a dark brown? What would be best in this case? The problem with this drawing is that it has a gradient, and gradients are impossible to draw for me in this program, like in VR. In Photoshop or something, this would be a lot easier. However, the stream wouldn't be nearly as fun if we did this in Photoshop. You take the hardcore route and apply the primer by brush. You know what? I commend you and I respect you. It's better for the environment too. It's so difficult though. I take the lazy way out. I guess I'm lazy. Let's see. So the basic shape of this is, you know, at least the basic shape is pretty simple. Do we want it to be bigger? Yeah, we can make it a bit bigger. Like this. So we are gonna take this drawing, and this drawing is both a lot easier to draw than the two other ones, but it's also a lot more difficult. It's gonna be easier to see what I draw quickly, but it's gonna be much more difficult to get the final result as closely. And I'm not saying that the other are close, but this is gonna be even more difficult. This is gonna be because of the gradients. But I think I'll do like a little extra thing on this drawing. There's a difference between being lazy and being efficient. So let me tell you a quick story, and this is maybe only relevant if you like to paint models. But wait, can I do this? Hold on. Here we are. So miniatures come in a variety of shapes, right? And the ones I painted come from a board game or like a war game called Warhammer. And Warhammer it's like a fantasy war game. So imagine that you have, you know, orcs fighting humans, fighting goblins and trolls and all that stuff, elves. Now, I played a race called Orcs and Goblins. I don't think they're called that anymore, but that doesn't matter. Orcs, my army was mostly consisting of two types of units. Night Goblin Archers and Orc Wolf Riders, or Bow Riders, I mean. So my army would be like these boars that would sit, with orcs in them, and then these Goblin Archers in the back. Now, armies had a certain amount of points. So a Goblin Archer would cost 5 points maybe, and a Bow Rider would cost 30. And when you played, you could only bring X amount of points. Now, as you can imagine, a Goblin army was very cheap. So I would have to bring a lot of units. So being effective meant I didn't have a lot of fun painting them. I would spray paint them all. And then I would take, 30 goblins, paint all of green on all of them. Like a factory, just paint the green, paint the green, paint the green, let them dry. When I got to the last one, the first one was dry. Pick it up, paint all the brown, like the shoes, paint the brown, the little belts. And then in the end, paint the black, which was their cut, like their hood. They were called night goblins, so they would have these black hoods on. Paint that, and then in the end, do little details, and you would apply a wash to the shading. There was all this technique involved. And lizardmen are a favorite. Yes, lizardmen are cool too. They have the same problem though. They are very, very samey when it comes to painting. They're usually green, or if you want to have you can do blue lizardmen or yellow and stuff, but most people just do green. So light green skin, dark green scales, which is a little bit unimaginative, I guess, so you can do whatever. Another army that has the same problem is undead. You would have to paint a friggin' 50 skeletons. And painting a skeleton is basically prime it with a light brown and then dip it in a wash to give it the shading, and then just paint all the little details. But that was really effective. I don't think that's lazy, that's really just effective, because painting 50 skeletons just isn't fun. But there's a difference. Sometimes you paint to have fun, sometimes you paint because you want to play, right? Now, why do I paint? I look up and I see the drawing, and I just realize I can't answer that question. I don't know why I'm painting this. Spoony used to do 40k, but fell in love with a Warhammer. OG Warhammer and Total Warhammer. Yes, Spoony. Those games are really, really good. All the races are very cute. Well, I have a new favorite race. I posted pictures of them in the Discord server. And, well, maybe you can take a guess in the chat what my favorite Warhammer race is. I can tell you that it's not goblins anymore. But it's, yeah. Take a guess, and I'll start painting. To get the I hate this painting already. Because like getting the details and stuff is just impossible. Let's see, we want the cheeks, and so what I think we'll just do is just get started on the details, right? So we'll just go down here. Oh my god. Oh no. I love this so much. We just kind of like highlight here. No, don't worry, we'll get into more details later. We have the cheeks out here. And, you know, the eyes. I'm gonna use a different technique for this. Well, Valham, you already knew. That's cheating. You're a cheater. But yes, Valham is correct. My favorite race is Skaven. Let's see here. The furry race. Interesting look. Hey, it's like a little mustache. It's fine. All I'm trying to do is get some highlights in, and then I'll, you know, build layers upon layers. Because you can see you have this dark shaded area here, and it kind of comes in like this. So what I'm doing here is like I'm just imagining, if you look at the picture in the corner here, you can see different shades, like layers of shading. And to get that, I'm just gonna, you know, build layer upon layer upon layer. And then we'll add the final details in the end. Big mustache, you a question? Yeah. The Skaven steel, the shiny warpstone. Besides, maybe if you search for like cute Skaven waifu, there's some pretty cute Skaven pictures. Egg mustache, a question. Oh no, Egg is gonna be so happy with this drawing. The potential of this piece becoming a meme. Oh no. Listen. We just take it step by step. I swear, this is a step process. Have you seen the meme? I think we mentioned it last time as well. It's like, how do you draw an owl? And it's like, step 1, you draw 2 circles. Step 2, draw the rest of the fucking owl. Oh, that's one of my favorite memes. Oh, and we need... So now if I could change the color here, you know, we are gonna add a little bit of more. Yeah, this is perfect. The meme is basically, you know, those tutorials where you're like trying to follow along and it's just like, yeah, let me see here. So now we need to paint the cheeks, right? So we have the cheek highlights. I just need not to drift because this is really important. Like, this drawing is really important for me. Could you stop drifting, controller? I swear to God, I will get so angry if I mess this drawing up. This drawing is whoopsie. I just spat tea all over my desk. Oh no. So is walking me up from nap. Listen. Egg. I don't know if you should look yet. I promise you. I promise. You know what? I don't promise anything. I have no promises. Let's see. This is like... So, we need to really focus on the highlights here. because these will like mark the cheek, right? The cheekbone that kind of goes up here. And then we also have a little bit of an extra highlight here. Because the cheeks are really bright, right? Now, another thing that this extra highlight will do is kind of mark the eyebrows. Oh my god. Let me just place myself differently. Hold on. What if I stand like this? You know, some people are doctors and surgeons, they require like surgical precision, but this is much worse. This requires the precision of 1,000,000 doctors. Now, we also have now you'll be surprised about how beautiful this is going to be when we are done. Outside self versus inside self. Relatable. Yeah. You know, this is going to be a beautiful egg. Don't worry about it, darling. It's, this is going to be my magnum opus. I think the beauty in the painting is not in the details. You know, they say that the devil is in the details, but I believe that the devil is in the interpretation. Now, let's see. I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna do something that's gonna seem a little drastic, because we're not done with the highlights yet. We have one more level. We must go deeper. So let's move it all the way and go here. Like we have the orange. You might think this is drastic. I'm sorry I'm a little bit quiet. You will have to just excuse me for a second. Getting this color correct is extremely important for the perfect finish. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's getting there. Yeah. We just need like the final layer. So this is the rim light. Remember we talked about rim light earlier? This is the camera that is behind the character. We're just gonna be extra careful for this. We need like so. It's just a this is what really makes the thing pop. Spoony died. I'm gonna dip out to see some peeps. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Spoony, for stopping by. It's really nice to have you hanging here. It makes everything feel a little bit nicer to have someone else in the room. But I still have you guys, and I appreciate that 1,000,000 times. But thank you, Spoony, for stopping by. Now for the eyes we need. Okay, so the eyes are gonna be interesting too. Yeah, I think I got it. So the eyes are gonna be really why can't I choose color now? Here we go. So we need a dark. The eyes are really dark. We're gonna do the eyes in 3 parts. We're gonna start with, you know what, we're gonna do really dark first. Almost black. There is really a blackness to the soul of Egg's character. Now, this requires absolute silence. Because we also need, so the first part of the eyes is gonna be the darkness in the soul. And then we're gonna do the highlight, the brown highlight and the white highlight. And then we're gonna paint the eyelids around, right? So the eyes are not completely round, but they are pretty much round, right? And they sit below these different highlights that we created, so it's really important to get this correctly. Let me just concentrate here. Like if we go up here, like so. Apologies for the quietness, but this is the most important. The darkness of Omelette, or should I say Egg's heart, is captured in these beautiful eyes. And they do have this kind of like thing here. And the other one is much more round, but it has this bulging quality to it. So if we go in here, I think this should do. They're not perfectly round. This is okay for now. So this is the darkness. Now, to complement the darkness, first we need the blackness. It's not completely black, but we are very close to it. Just in here. And I think we have that, because then now we just go up. We started at the bottom, and now we just slowly go up towards the light. We need to find the light together. We can't end in the dark. So here. Now this is important. This is hold on, we need to go a little bit darker. The thing is, the color differences are very small here. This should do. Like this. Actually, we need a bit more red. So we do this. Like so. Now, and in a second we're gonna get to the really difficult part. You can see, if you look, there's also a slight light brown part. But that's very small. So this is gonna be difficult. So we are gonna just like do a micro insertion, like an incision. Like so. Just to give the eye a bit of curvature. And now we need to add some highlights. Now in the highlights, we're gonna go all the way. That's what they say. Those beady little eyes are haunting. They really are haunting, aren't they? Now for the highlights, we're gonna we're just gonna add a few highlights here to the eye. You know, nilly-willy. The important thing is that all the highlights come from the same source, right? Like this, it's pretty good. Now, there's a thing we are missing here. It's going to be a little bit difficult to capture, but we'll try our best. Because there is like a part around the eye that doesn't have fur on. I guess that's fine. We try the other here. And then we have this really weird highlight that has a little bit of a color in it. What's going on? Is there a brush behind my... Like so. So we have this highlight around here. No, that's fine. Now we need the nose. Like, we can come back to the eyes if we need to add more. But right now we just need to add the nose. And the nose is kind of interesting, right? It comes down here. And then it goes up in this kind of... round shape. It doesn't really have much definition. But what we need is a bit of shading. So for the nose, we need a darker pink shade here. And then even darker, we are painting in layers. Slowly, one by one, we go darker, 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 smaller, smaller area. And to give it that really, it has this almost blackness, like this shadow around it. Kind of continues down and creates the mouth, right? This little unhappy mole mouth. I think that's it. Wow, I wish I didn't lose tracking like that. We have yeah. What else do we need? Well, we're gonna paint these. Like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now, one more thing we need. Let's see. It is kind of weird to me that my girlfriend sometimes do the thing in Discord DMs. Old school ERP. Yeah, I mean, when you have a long distance relationship especially, and you want to feel intimacy, sometimes it comes through text or phone calls. I don't think that's weird. It is what it is. Now, one more thing. has like these little whiskers, and we're not gonna add all of them. I just want to highlight that they exist. You know, these happy little accidents. There's a bit up here too. No, don't lose tracking. Don't lose tracking. That's fine. Alright, what we can do is just finally add a bit of gravel. So to do that, we are just gonna do it very simply. Let me show you a trick. We take this, we do this. Right, and then we do just a little bit of, if I can hit the thing, you know what kind of color is gravel? It's a little bit brownish. Right, so we just give some highlights. You know, just here, like here. We just kind of like dot it in. It's not really important. The important thing is that it just gets some depth. What we can do is go the other direction too. So we go all the way back to darkness, back to the void, and then we just dot her in, you know, like, so it seems like there's some depth to the gravel somehow. Like so. Alright. Really captured the orbs. What are the orbs? Oh, and the eyes? You know, I think... like in the ground picture of everything. You, have you seen the meme with how does Dog Trio look underground? I don't know if I can do it really quickly. Right, so the diglett here. Oh, we can maybe do it. Do we have the success in our hearts? We don't. There's actually someone who did several sculptures of it, and is this safe for stream? Maybe it is. The problem is I can't show it. Anyways, if you decide to venture further, you should Google for Dog Trio Underground. Before we get further, let me just take a picture of this photo camera. I can see like I would like to capture more of the fur, right? But hyperrealism and MS Paint don't really mix that well. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is gonna track myself. And we are gonna move closer, closer, closer. And then we're gonna move the camera up. Like so. Alright, dogs. Now, I'm not gonna stream for that much more. We aren't gonna paint anymore, at least. I would like to talk to you a bit, so let's go over here so you can see the beautiful sky. And then now, what's gonna happen now is that I'm gonna end the stream if I can find my chat so I can see what you're writing. Where are you? I lost you. Oh, no. Oh, there you are. My goodness. When is drinking time? So, Hopper, are you gonna get your dad to come online? Anyways, yes, the Buff Dog Trio egg, that's the one I meant. I think the, this one is called Diglett, and the Ditto is the pink one that shape shifts. I like Ditto. The funny thing with Ditto is that you see it has these pink shape about these little beady eyes. Ditto's eyes are basically just like little dots, like little black dots. And whenever it transforms into another Pokemon, you can see it's a Ditto because it keeps the eyes. So you will see like a Squirtle, but with little black eyes or something like that. And I like that a lot. When is drinking time, Hopper? I was joking about your dad. Maybe. However, we are gonna have a post-stream, get together now. In like 10 minutes. I just need to wash my face and like get some air and get a drink. And then I'll come back online and then we can hang out. I know that a few people wanted to do something from Discord. Your dad is watching a movie with your mom. But I thought it was me and your dad. We were gonna hang out. And you know the song about Stacy's mom? I would like to hear the remix about Hopper's dad. I'm just kidding, Hopper. You know what you I want, right? But yes, drinking time soon. You can just come online now if you want. I'm not gonna log off. I'll stay here. I just need a small break. However, before we do that, I just wanted to hear if anyone had any last comments or anything. And I also wanted to give a shout out to the people that helped me. Belra, who is moderating my server and moderating my YouTube channel here, or at least the chat. So thank you so much for the help, Bel. It's very helpful and it means a lot to me. On top of that, hi. You had to step away. You didn't see the final picture, egg. Before I show you, I just want to shout out again to my Discord server. You're so welcome, darling. It's a pleasure to draw you or paint you. Check the description in the chat here. I'll put it on the server, egg, don't worry. But the Discord is discord.gg/Nasachi-ASMR. You can join that. You don't have to chat if you don't want. Just having your company there is super nice. It means a lot to me. Especially, I saw that Scrubload, you donated. I want to give you like a role or something also in Discord because I have roles. So if you donate, you get a role. Like if you become a member. But I'll find out something cool for you, Scrub. Probably like a YouTube member. And yeah, you get that. And you also get like access to polls. You get access to, well, the pictures we drew tonight and like ideas for new videos. So join the Discord server. That's the best you can do for me. Except for also, of course, like and subscribe. I hate that catchphrase. But it of course does help me get my videos out. Thank you for the kind comments on the stream. It was a bit shorter today, but I feel like this was a good length. It was about 3 hours. It was actually exactly 3 hours. Oh, hey Flamestar. Welcome to the chat. I don't know if you've been lurking, but welcome. It's really nice to have you here. Wasn't doing it for the perks. Of course, Scrubload, I know, but I just wanna, give you access to that because I made a channel for subscribers, or not subscribers, but like members and stuff, where we do polls. I just wanna, you know, when people give that extra, I want them to have, you know, access to the polls and stuff about what I make videos on, and we also share ideas for events we can do together and stuff like that. And you don't have to partake in it. I just really appreciate what you guys are doing for me. As I said earlier, when I set out to do this, I had a goal, and interestingly enough, I have the exact same goal now. I have you guys following me and helping me, but my goal hasn't changed. I'm here because I cheated some kids in Diablo 2 many years ago. I'm just kidding. I'm here to help you, relax, and just do these streams for fun. No, the primary thing is the videos, and I just really love making them. I love doing, you know, hypnosis, role plays, everything. I know that some of you prefer some videos more than others, but I hope you can, you know, deal with or be happy enough that I do different types of videos. Maybe it would be more like growth friendly if I only did one, but I don't care. I want to do different things, so everybody has some videos that they can enjoy. But with that being said, I'm gonna put the stream on closing and go get a drink and get some air, and then I'll go into a Friends Plus world where, if you want, you can come and visit me. I know we are gonna be a few people, so you can come and chill. We're gonna visit the shooting range and maybe sing some karaoke. I don't know. We'll chill a bit. The autogenics video helped me out the most. That was my very first video. Thank you, Flamestar. I really appreciate that. It is a little early, but it's 11 for me, 11 p.m. And yeah, I also wanted to, let's go, it's worth it. Join Sanchi, I'm there too. Pics are free. Yes, I mean, if you don't join me for me, join me for Hopper. Hopper is really sweet and he loves headpats. If you like giving headpats to people, you should join because Hopper is here. Would like to join the after party but been itching to get back to other things. Most definitely, Scrubload. I'm just really happy that you joined the stream here, so thank you so much. I hope you get a really nice evening and good luck with the models. If you want, and I'm not saying you have to, but if you want, you can post pictures of some of your models in Creative. I would love to see them because I also have an interest in them myself. Alright, so you can join for Hopper. That sounds lovely. But okay, you don't have to have VR to join VR chat. Actually, quite a few of the people that are gonna join tonight don't have VR. But that's okay. I got a few dragons I've done up. Oh my god, dragons are... well, they're both my favorite and my least favorite. They look amazing. Like, I love the design of dragons. But they are a pain to paint. There's so much detail on them. Oh, Flamestar, yes, I put the start time in my Discord server. However, I am European based. I know a lot of you are American. And if I really want to do something a bit special, I have to start. Well, I should start in a few hours instead of at 8 my time. It's just that I could do that, maybe, for a special stream, but it does drain me a lot to be up at night. So I would at least need to rest the entire next day, which I would love to, and that would be okay. But I can't do it like as a regular thing. But anyways, you don't need VR to join VR chat. VR chat is free. You just download it via Steam, and you can log in with your desktop. You just get a nice avatar and you can join. But it's up to you. You're free to come and say hi. Otherwise, I really appreciate that you are here. Cosmic Firestorm says, hey, I tend to lurk most of the time. It was important to chime in and say thanks for the videos. You really brightened my days recently. No. Well, not thank you to me. I thank you to you. Thank you for appreciating the things I do. I gotta be honest, I love doing what I do, but if no one liked it, I wouldn't do it. So that people enjoy it, and like you just did, tell me, you know, thank you. It's just, it means so much to me. So thank you so much. Okay, it's Wolf, Lone Wolf. Yes, I'll call you Wolf instead. It's really nice to see you here, Wolf. Let me see. Oh my god, so before we end the stream, I want to show you, there is a special guest. He was at a friend's today, and he told me that he would join me when he was home. So I don't know how late he's gonna go to bed. However, it is a special guest. So let me just stop tracking myself and change the angle of my camera. He doesn't know he's gonna get all the focus on stream now, but he will. He's trying to hide, but there's no reason to hide, Revy. See? I think Revy's gonna be there too if you join. Revy, we're just about to end the stream and go to the after party. And I'm just promising people that if they join, you are gonna be there as their sort of reward. They can come and pet you and give you snuggles. Right? Good. See? The camera's up here, by the way, if you want to wave. Yes, right here. So come and say hi to Revy and give them some head pats. They really need it. I'll see you all soon. Have a really, really nice evening. And for those that don't join, I'll see you on Discord or in the comments section or in the next stream. So thank you so much, and I appreciate you for being here and for existing and supporting me and for us supporting each other. Au revoir.